Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another live stream with oxygen not included. We're back with our colony. Things are growing and growing, and apparently a lot of people are hot. Nope, the little status thing went away. Okay, so our colony has gotten up to 53 total duplicants, and we're on cycle 174. And as you can see, they're all very busy little beavers, mostly with the process of producing energy for us. A lot of cooking, a lot of eating. Unfortunately, they've been surviving pretty well so far, but as our colony gets bigger and bigger, our kilocalorie demands are getting higher also, and the sleek wheat farm production we have going on now has been keeping us alive and afloat so far, but it's kind of having a little bit of trouble keeping up. When we get a good surge of crops in, we get a nice boost in kilocalories, but then we're getting a gap in between, and things get a little precarious there, so I have a feeling that we might be running into a little too tight on the food situation, a little bit over lean. So I think we're gonna have to kind of tweak things a little bit and try to expand on our growth opportunities. Make sure we get some good food in here to keep our duplicants alive. In terms of our oxygen situation, things are not super awesome right now. They're not as bad as they could be. We do still have oxygen in here, but our oxygen pressure has kind of gotten low over time. Part of that is because we haven't been running the algae deoxidizers a lot. I have a couple of oxygen the electrolyzers set up top here to kind of pump some oxygen, and we even have a couple more of them located in different places to help try to produce oxygen in different areas of the base as well, because there's just so many people consuming so much air that we're getting lots of carbon dioxide and really low oxygen levels. So ultimately we're going to have to try to fix some of the oxygen situation. We need to get some more food production going, and of course we still have duplicates coming in. And if you're following along with this particular colony at all, every time the printing pod turns on, we're taking a duplicant, and we're grabbing them at random. So when the printing pod turns on, everyone just shouts out 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Whichever one looks like it seems like we're getting the most calls for, that's the one I'm going to pick. And we just bring in that random duplicant with no idea what their skill set or their negative attributes are going to be like, and just hope that they don't implode the whole works. So far, it's been going pretty well. This is definitely the largest colony that I've managed in terms of the number of duplicants. And also, we've done surprisingly well on deaths. I mean, we have Fatty Muffins entombed still over here. She was one of the first people to go, unfortunately. But she died in this area over here. And then we have, I think, 6 more tombstones up here. So 7 duplicants when you have a colony of 53. And you're up at cycle 174. I feel like that's not that bad. I mean, obviously, no deaths would be preferable, because then my colony would be 7 people larger. We'd be at 60. But I can't ask for everything. And overall, I think it's been going relatively well. Hello to everyone that's here in the chat and that is here regularly as well. I know there's a bunch of you that tend to show up early in chat, and that's always amazing. I appreciate that. As always, I have the overlay going, so you should be able to see the chat overlay. I have this streaming both to Twitch and to YouTube, so you'll see that combined chat on the screen when you're watching. Because if you're watching on just one platform or the other, you won't see the remainder of the chat otherwise. And then if anyone subscribes or follows, you'll see your name pop up at the top of the stream. I do have a new graphic up there because the one that I had apparently doesn't work anymore. So I just grabbed one that was one of the default options you could pick out of the menus in the stream alert thing I'm using there. Same thing if you do like a super chat, it'll pop up top there also. But in terms of priorities for today, I think we're going to need to try to work on this this farming scenario up here. So we have 2 opportunities up here. I mean, one, we need to try to get more things planted because we need the seed production, or say the food production. 2. We really need to get into a scenario where we're getting better air pressure up here, because as you can see, many of these plants in here are stifled because the air supply is getting too low. And one of the ways that we have been kind of dealing with that is I put an algae deoxidizer up here, but we've been running low on algae a little bit, so we're going to need to try to harvest some of that up. As you can see, we've kind of been doing a lot of digging down here. This ladder here that we sent way down below is one that I was trying to just send down into the nether regions of our colony and see if we can find some magma or something interesting down there. But ultimately, it's not really going anywhere special. We do have over here some algae that we can dig up, but they're having to dig through some abyssalite, so it's going to take them a little while to get through there. But prepare for death. Oh yeah, we might get to that point where the colony might die off. I mean, food is getting, it's a little scarce. It's not as bad as it was. So we were at a point at one point where, yeah, it's kind of the ladder to hell. We were at a point at one point where we had all kinds of duplicants who were like passing out into unconsciousness. Because we just couldn't feed them enough. So they were getting sick and they were dropping off. And And ultimately, it was, you know, we had to struggle through that, but we did manage to get enough food to keep them alive. Sort of by planting some more sleet wheat. We made some more cooking stations, which now are completely idle. That is not good. Insufficient resource dirt. All right, so we've got 0 food production going on right now. These guys are waiting for sleet wheat grains in order to do the cooking. We're not producing any microbe. Any dirt bars with the microbe musher. I think we might have a bigger problem here than I thought. This colony may not last very long because we kind of need that the microbe musher to bridge the gap between our different harvests. And where did my sound go? Oh, there we go. That's weird. So we'll see where this goes. Where is Rhyme? Okay, so the thing with Rhyme is I've really been enjoying it. However, not that many other people have. So when I posted the videos, I know there's a couple people that have been looking for it. But a lot of it comes down to time management for me, and if I can post a video that's going to have 100 people watch it, that's kind of a really small amount. When I could post a different video and have over 1,000 people watch it, so it's kind of a hard selection for me to try to pick it. But it's really more. I'm going to finish the game off because I still want to finish it, but it'll be just a function of when I can get the time in terms of the time management. CrypticFox, we can just have a Q&A if the colony dies early. Well, either that or we'll start a new colony. I'm not really sure. I don't want to just sit and not play a game because I think these streams are ultimately about watching somebody play the game more so than just chatting with me. Although I hope you do enjoy chatting also. But if we do die off, I'll probably just start another colony. So we have no sleet wheat that we can plant in here yet. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit for that, even though they're digging this all out. So the next harvest is going to have to be split between a food source and replanting, but we need to do something about the algae in here first. What do we have in terms of a placement where I can do? You know what? If I could do some slime production, then we can use. Then we can kind of get our system going again to create a little bit more of our own algae. Now, this system doesn't work especially well. It takes a lot of time, and it produces very small quantities. But I feel like at this point, using the biodistillers to get something would be better than nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll lay out just a little power grid here. We'll connect it. Whoop. Oh, that's splendid. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Okay, well, we're going to connect it up this way. And I'm going to throw a battery in here, too, so that we don't waste too much energy. Fortunately, we don't have too many problems in terms of our duplicants not having enough duplicants to do things. Because with 53 of them, I keep running into scenarios where everything goes idle. So they all get bored and they wander around looking for food. And that's probably the worst scenario when we don't have enough food. We need a hydrogen cooling system inside the wheat farm. Well, I'm less concerned about the temperature. And it's really just more about the air pressure. I mean, well, actually, it is getting a little warm in here. Minus 8.2. Yeah, it's getting a little bit warm in here. You're right. It's still not outside of that range of where they can grow. It's really about the air pressure right now. But I'm harvesting out so much of the snow. It's gonna change the temperature around. As much as we're letting some of the cold into the area down here where the colony is, it's also letting things warm up here a little bit. Not so great. Is it possible to save the colony after 30 dupes die, but restarting would be more fun? Yeah, the thing is, like, if a bunch of dupes die, then I kind of feel like that's it. I mean, I could let 20 or 30 of them die, and everything would rebalance because suddenly we'd have plenty of food for the remainder. But at the point that I lose like that many, I want the whole thing to just crash and burn so we can start over. Him at Fox World. Yeah, this one's called Space Junk, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that name. Okay, so... Oh, right, I need piping for this, too. I almost forgot. So we're going to need a little pipe here that we can drip things out. Oh, no. If I drop it down there, it's gonna cause a problem for the ladder. Oh, wait. I don't know which way it's going to fall if I put it there. Okay, hold on. You guys cancel. Don't build that pipe. Let's go the other way. I can dump it down here, and it's a little less of a problem with the fancy ladder that I'm building down into the nether regions to send somebody to the pits of hell. Yeah, if the bulk of dupes die on me, I'm gonna let the whole thing crash and burn. I like the idea of trying to keep it alive as long as possible until like a couple of them dying are little accidents, but when it gets to that tipping point where a whole bunch die because we failed in some way, then that's when I'm gonna call it wraps for this particular colony. I feel like that's when you failed the challenge. when we're going to the point now of just trying to take a duplicant every time, which is hard enough as it is. So if a whole bunch of them die, then I think at that point we've kind of failed. Am I going to stream any car mechanic later tonight? Probably not tonight. I just uploaded another video of it today. I'm trying to get to a point where my level's high enough that I can do a total car rebuild on stream. So rather than doing just normal repairs, we'll pick one of the cars that we have out in the parking area and just haul it into the garage, and we'll just start right from the beginning and go right through until we have a shiny new car. But I need to get the paint bay unlocked before I can do that. So I have about 5 more levels to gain before I can handle that. Fox, random calling names are super funny. Yeah, I like those. They had a couple good ones on the clay stream earlier today. Okay, so while this is getting ready, I should probably set this at priority 6, so they'll charge up the battery for me. Actually, they might have already done it. Looks like they've already given it a charge. So we just need some slime in here now. And in order to make this simple, I feel like I should probably build a little storage container here. Whoops, come on. I can't see. There we go. Build a little storage container here, and we'll throw a slime in this thing so that it's right next to the place where they need to use it, and then they don't have to run all that far. Yeah, you've come here for all my pickles. The pickles. Yeah, I kept forgetting to watch the clay stream too, and then I signed up to follow them, and now when I get the alerts, it's always a surprise to me when the alert comes in. I go, oh yeah, I've got to go do that. But it's been good because they've been showing off some of the stuff for the new release that's coming out, and it's definitely coming out next Thursday now. So the 24th of August is when the next update comes out, and we'll definitely be starting a new colony for that. Regardless of where we are with any other colony, when the new update comes out, I'm gonna start over so that we can take advantage of all the new features and stuff that are in there, all the new buildings and all that cool stuff. It looks really neat. Plus the disease and illness. That'll be an interesting thing to try to manage. We're at 0 kilocalories. Everybody's going to be hungry. So these, how long does it take for these biodistillers to work? I don't think it actually says on it, does it? If we look under, refinement. Biodistiller. Let's see. Algae plus 200 grams per second. Boy, that's very small quantities it's going to put out. So we actually really need to try to find some bridge supply of algae. There's some like right here, but I don't know if they're actually going to want to go down there and harvest this. Let's set this at a priority 8 because this is going to be kind of really important. I think this whole colony is right on the verge of crashing and burning as we're starting the stream right now, just by virtue of that air pressure that's up here in the farm area of all things. These plants are at oh no, don't link that up. Cancel. There we go. These colonies are only at 70. Plants are only at 76%. These ones are at 61, 78. So they're gonna have to go cycles before these things are ready. I think this whole thing might die. We're right at 0 kilocalories. Better make sure the hospital beds are okay. How's our air down here? Well, at least they're not sitting fully in carbon dioxide this time. But why are you still on there? How about you get off the bed? I feel like you don't need to be on here anymore. Rejuvenator, medical. I think they're just resting there. They're taking a break because they don't want to have to work. Because nobody's injured right now. There we go. All right, so that's all clear. The beds are ready, so when people start dropping, we've got someplace to go with it. And the next colony may name all the dupes Morty. Like Attack of the Clones. It's not part of the live stream, but they were showing the germs. It looks like they're going to be fun. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be interesting. It just adds sort of another new dynamic. I don't think it'll be that hard once you get used to it, but the same as when they added the temperature in, it's just going to be one of those things you have to kind of learn how to balance. What is this guy up to? He's just running laps. Oh, look at the drool. Oh, they're all starving. They're getting really hungry. We don't have a good source of dirt. This is all granite. That's sandstone. Even if I could find a pocket of dirt, that would give them some... There's some dirt. We found the dirt. How do I get to it now in a way that's going to be reasonable? Okay, this is going to be a little silly because my hydrogen all collects up here, but I feel like getting some dirt for food is going to be kind of important right now. It's not even going to keep all of them alive, even if they get the dirt, because they can only make a few mush bars out of it, and that's not really going to do a ton. Get this off of here. Oh, now they're all going to sleep. Okay, well, at least maybe while they're sleeping, they won't starve to death. Maybe. Hopefully. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, famine is included. Haven't you seen my game? Oh boy, it makes for such a big colony when you take one every single time. With my luck, oh yeah, there's the starvation starting again. Oh, we balanced out so well after the last stream. Oh, there we go. We have a little air going. So they found some algae. Hold on, let me just see. Did they get into this pocket over here finally? No, they're still not quite there. They're close. They're close, but when they get here, there's a good supply of oxygen there, which will help a lot with our air pressure. Oh, it's a big, big debate here whether they're going to make it long enough, though. This is going to take a couple cycles for this food to finish. This is 71%. We have a whole bunch of it that's going to come due around the same time now. Where I had it on a bit of a pattern, so some of it would roll around every cycle or two, but now, maybe not quite so much. And we have another duplicate. Duplicate number 54 is joining the colony. If we shout out 1, 2, or 3, then we'll pick whatever that duplicate is without seeing their stats and what their negatives are. Bring them on board, and hope we can deal with them in some way. Yeah, in the germ update, you can use heat to kill the germs. You can also use things like chlorine gas to disinfect certain areas and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff you can do to try to control the germs. And I think it's really going to be a matter of just trying to get used to it. Quick, only kill those we have fond memories of. Just off a whole bunch of random ones. Okay, so it looks like by a purely scientific method, it looks like number 2 is coming up a lot there. So we'll grab duplicate number 2. Can't dig it, yokel, naturally robust, vomiter with 15 core expectations. This technician likes long walks on the beach. Sadly, we're on an asteroid and there are no beaches. Name it Dog. Dog, don't we already have a Kelly dog in here, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, chlorine pretty much wipes out the germs, so that works pretty good. Who wants to be in the colony? I need to name somebody. We don't want to have an auto in here. We want to have somebody named after somebody in the stream. Can I be incarnated as a dupe? Yes, you can. Hurry, Luco. There we go. Welcome to the colony. You may not live long. You're coming into a place with no food and limited air. Congratulations. This is like the ultimate vacation spot. Or maybe not. Name it Little Wolf after your Twitch. I think we already have a grizzly bear in here though, so that would be enough already, I think. Oh man, people are getting sick now. They're so hungry. Starvation 10, 11. We're going to see a whole wave of death here in a minute. We are producing a few little mush bars, but it's going to be a whole scramble. There's going to be like, this is what we were having last time. It's like Hunger Games for the food that comes out. Like the dupes are going to kill each other off just trying to get to the food. Oh, they're not going to live long enough for this food to harvest. Too much starvation. And we've already tapped out the dirt over here. That was quick. No, they're still getting little bits. Okay, so we might get a little bit of mush bars out of it. Look, they're all lining up at the chow line. Like, give me the food! I want the food! Next thing you know, fist fight breaks out. Duplicants punching each other in the face. There's slobber everywhere. I'm afraid we're not going to make it through the cycle. We pushed it this far, and we've gotten through a few situations that were really dicey, but this one's iffy. And we're getting little bits of kilocalories there, but ooh, we might live. We might live. They're going to run out of dirt, though, so we need to find more dirt. More dirt. There's dirt. There's dirt there, too. Oh, look at this. It's a veritable feast. Look at a ladder going up here, too. Get all the dirts we can so that we can try to keep these guys alive just a little bit longer. If we can just get a harvest of that sleet wheat in, then we'll have a good surge in kilocalories again. We'll get ahead of the game, and that'll give us a chance to rebalance again. Plus, I don't know am I shy of bed? I mean, I can't count them all. They're just all over the place. Do we have enough? I didn't even notice. I like the name of the game, too. Space Junk. It's good. It's a veritable feast. Well, when the food is made out of water and dirt that's mushed into rough bar form, it's kind of like a feast. You know, if you don't have any taste buds and or gag reflex, then you're good. It's awesome. Yeah, maybe I should build some tombstones in advance, but the trouble is, if things go downhill, they're all going to die at once. It's not going to be like 1 or 2 of them, I don't think. We're on a precarious perch right now. On the plus side, we are getting a little bit of algae now in our own little algae production. So on top of like finding a pocket of it, which is helping out with our air supply, and I don't mean the band, then we're also producing our own air with manual power, which is really good. Ah, howdy, Robert Feltz. Thanks very much for the super chat. Welcome to the stream as always. started to watch your videos. You've started playing this wonderful game. That's great. This is an awesome game. This is hands down my favorite game right now. Incapacitated. All right, it's begun. So it begins. Dead Logan, and he really is. We're very nearly anyway. All right, so we need to assign Dead Logan to a cot. Hopefully there's enough oxygen down here so we're not sending him to his death, because that certainly happened in a prior stream. Let's see. Dead Logan 69. Okay, so we'll get him assigned. And that will let the duplicants pick him up. They'll carry him off to the medical cot. And then he'll very soon be joined by several others. Because if he's dropping down, guaranteed other people are going to as well. Oh, there he goes. Somebody got him. Where is he? Where is he? They dropped him on the floor. They're so rude. They carry him like halfway there. Oh, now look. Right in front of the bed, they dropped him on the floor. My duplicants are not very nice. Another incapacitated. We got another one down. Star Wall's down. Oh, I don't have enough medical cots for this. Now, I guess on the plus side, as long as they're in the medical cot, they're not trying to eat. Which means that other people could grab the food and not them. Maybe. I don't know if they can starve to death in the medical cot. I feel like they might be able to. So we've got 2 of them now. 13 people on 14 on starvation. I thought actually they would die in that last cycle. So I'm kind of a little surprised they made it that far. But it's going to be several cycles before we can harvest. Low air pressure still. How are we still having low air pressure up here? Oh. Oh. Well, isn't that awesome? All this hydrogen that's been leaking up through here is really built up in here. Well, I mean, if we can get enough air pressure, I guess it will compress the hydrogen, and then the air pressure, the gas pressure will be okay, and we can still grow things. Oh no, 2 more incapacitated. Bolivian. No, they were way over here gathering algae too. I think this is the beginning of the end, folks. We had a bunch of incapacitated people before, but it didn't happen this quick. This many close together means there's going to be more behind them, and I only have 1 more place to put people that are incapacitated. You know what? Let's build another medical cot. We need to build a whole hospital wing. I wonder if we can manage that. Look at medical cots galore, and let's hope there's air down there. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, so they can even breathe. That's like a second bonus. What a surprise. One problem after another. That's pretty much the name of my streams. I should just name them all one problem after another. Because that's kind of how they all seem to go. Please make you spoiled, fat, and happy. Oh, well, you just want to feast on the souls of all the poor dead duplicants. That's not fair. All right, we had 3. Oh, there's another one. Is that Caitlin on the floor, or is that Minkalina Tori? I can't even tell. Oh, it's Caitlin. She's dying. Pretty sure Caitlin said she was going to murder me in my sleep if I let her die, so I should probably do something about that. Let's get Caitlin down here on a medical cot. Where is Caitlin? Too many names in here. There we go. We got Caitlin down there. I think we're going to need to set a priority on these beds because they need to build them fast. Get the medical beds quick, folks, because it's going downhill bad. 4 incapacitated. We have another one down. Cat's Cradle 22. Oh, I can't even build the beds fast enough now. Oh, wait. Maybe I can. There's another one. I wonder how many duplicants do we have to get in a hospital cots before there'll be enough... Oh, there's our first death. Duplicants have died. Queen Fox kicked the bucket. No, not Queen Fox. Oh, you were here for such a short time. That's my alter ego in here apparently. So I have a CrypticFox in here, but then I also have that alter ego. Ray's down too. No, Ray's on the floor. Let's get a cot for Ray. This is the beginning of the end, folks. I think it's all over here. We might be starting a new colony tonight. It's not looking good right now. It's not looking good. Oh, and they're low on air, because that's good also. Yeah, right in a big pocket of CO2. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, man, we're toast. Suffocating now. Haha, good. Oh, boy. All right, Cat's Cradle, you got to get off the cot, because you can't sit there. I know you're gonna like collapse as soon as you walk away from here because you're still not healed up, but I can't leave you there because you're suffocating. Caitlin's about to die also. Oh, come on. Where's Caitlin? Turn that off of there. We need to get Ray off of this one, even though we only just got Ray on the cot. That stinks. I think this colony's doomed. It's doomed. We played it really close to the chest last time, and things, things got really close to being all over. But this time, I think we've really hit that point where I don't know that I can recover this. Where's Caitlin? Get Caitlin up here because she kind of suffocated a little bit. Try to recover some of her damage. Move them to the left of the cots. Well, I'd have to actually destroy them and rebuild them. Oh, Ray's just standing there. Oh, okay, come on, Ray, get out of there. Food shortage. We have food, so maybe some of these people that are collapsing will go get some. That'd be nice. It is doomed. Oh no, who's down? No, it's Ray again. That doesn't surprise me. Maybe. Well, I don't see Caitlin going in here, so let's get Ray in there instead. Where's Ray? So much scrolling. There we go. Let's put Ray in here. Ray can go in the rejuvenator. If someone, there we go. Get Ray in there. Just don't drop them on the floor in front. Oh, Caitlin's there also. I'm sorry, Caitlin, but I think you're toast. This isn't going good. 9 people starving. 2 incapacitated. Oh yeah, it's gonna be over. Oh good. They're all gonna go to bed now. I hope they can't starve to death while they're. Oh, nope, they can. Who died? Cat's Cradle's toast. Oh, sorry, Cat's Cradle. Oh my gosh, what is that, 9 now? Let's, just in case we happen to pull through this, and I'm not really expecting that's going to be the case. I'm pretty sure this is the end. Let's just prepare for a scenario here where a couple people might croak. But I think we're at that spot where I can't produce enough food for 50 some odd duplicants. Oh, another one down. Unless this crop comes due. But then, even if it does, they've got to cook it. They can't just eat the sleet wheat grain straight. So I think this is the end. Might be the end, folks. That's 3 duplicants down already tonight. They're a grand total of like 26 minutes in. 3 of them already going down. How can I save you? You're laying on the oh, that's a dead person right there. Caitlin, oh, I'm sorry, Caitlin. I can't save you. You're already done. But it's okay because I think the whole colony's going with you. Oh no, we're getting food again. What happened there? Somebody made a mess. Ah, oh, Starwall wet himself. And so the one thing I hate about when you put them on the medical cot is they always stay on there to the point where they have to just make a mess as soon as they get up. And that's no good. We have 3 incapacitated. Who's incapacitated? Mid-realm, Evil Canuck. All right. I think based on how this is going, I might just let the whole thing collapse and start a new colony. Oh, there goes another one. All right, let's watch the whole thing just spiral into chaos. That's like 4 duplicants in the span of like 26 minutes. I hate that. All right, I'm gonna turn off all the food production because at this point, I feel like I've already failed. I could definitely let a whole bunch of them die, and then everything would restabilize, just because we'd have fewer people left. But I'm gonna let the whole thing just crash and burn. We'll start a new colony and see if we can play for a little while. So what I'll do is I'll start a new colony tonight. We'll play again on Tuesday night next week, and then on Thursday next week I'm gonna start a new colony with the new update. But this will give me a chance to get a whole new batch of people in also, because I know everybody likes to have their little duplicate named after them in the colony, and we can start off a new one. With 0 kilocalories and 48 duplicants. It's all going downhill, folks. If I want to make it even worse, I could turn off the water flow. And then the oxygen would go away. Where do we even have the water coming from? All right, down here. Let's turn this off. Disable building. See how quickly it goes downhill when we stop supplying oxygen for them all. Thanks for the rickroll there, Rigger. Doesn't sound like you're in timeout for killing me. Nope, definitely not. It's the joy of my evening. Arielico's going to survive the end times. Only maybe because you're like the last duplicant to come in, so you're not going to get hungry quite as fast. Possibly. Keep track of who dies. I still want to know who becomes last dupey. Okay. All right. All right. So this batch. No, there's still the notice for Caitlin. Karma, Rayon, Nelly Nee, Mid-Realm DM. Everybody's starving now. What are you talking about, Caitlin? I don't know what the problem is here. No water either, yeah. So without the water, they won't get an oxygen supply. So without food and air, I feel like that's kind of like making certain. I just let them die when you can murder them. That's exactly. That's what the same person would do. You just take them out. Let it crash a little quicker. It was a nice big colony, though. Is it, what's the button key to get the thing? Is it Alt-S? Yeah. So there's our colony. We actually, it got fairly big. I've seen some where people go like 3,000 cycles or whatever, and they take up like a huge portion of the map. But I don't know. I get the most entertainment out of the game when it's kind of running on the edge. When it gets to the point where you're like fully self-sustained and nothing's hard for you anymore, then I feel like the game, it's not as entertaining. Like, I like that challenge. So they're all dying quick now. Look, our stress is reaching an all-time high at 41%. I could bring in another duplicant, but I'm not gonna. That would just be mean. We'll just disable this. Choose a duplicant. Reject all. See, the one time we didn't take a duplicant when the pod turned on. Give it back before the end of the stream. Excellent. So at least my soul won't go defeat Angel of Darkness. That's something. I want to live. Oddly enough, I've got better air quality in here now than I had earlier. Probably just because there's fewer people breathing it. So for the colony we're going to do after this one, I'm not going to do anything crazy like just taking a duplicant in every time this time. I'm just going to build like a normal colony. We'll just have some fun. Build something out. I kind of want to do a little exploring and try to expand out on the map more. So I'll probably keep it to like 6 or 8 duplicants for this next one. We're probably going to play it for both like tonight and then Tuesday night. Because I'm going to start a colony with the new update so that we can take advantage of the new stuff they put in the game. Keep track of death. I want to know. Well, I can't. Hold on. Where's the vitals? I wonder. Will this show me people that are dead in here? I don't even know. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. All right. Who else? Who else just kicked the bucket? A-bomb. Oh, there goes A-bomb. Tiki Toby's gone. Just disable this building here. Just, you know, end this building. And this building. Because we don't need those. Who's gone now? Robert Feltz. Oh, sorry, Robert. I was hoping you'd last longer. Yeah, you're okay, but considering where everybody's headed, I don't think that's much reassurance, Kelly Dog. Even if you did survive, you'd be the sole survivor. This will be one of the colonies that will show up in the ruins of someone else's game. They'll be cutting around through the planet, and they'll come across these ruins, and it'll be like my base. Sort of left over. What colors are souls? Well, that depends whose it is. I think it was mine, it would probably be black. I feel like it, maybe. I'm letting a colony of 54 people just crash and burn. I feel like it would be black. Okay, so it looks like the electrolyzers have stopped producing oxygen now because the pipes are empty. It took a little while. Exploring the same, then name the colony Magellan's Expedition. That could be neat. We need zombie dupes. We had zombie dupes the one stream. They died off, but they were still walking around. It was a little bit weird. I'm not going to lie. There goes Bear Bear. Sorry, Bear Bear. They're still working that hydro fan. There's no air to push around, but they got that hydro fan just a-going. I don't know how they're still alive, to be entirely honest. What? They even still have food. Like, who's not eating? I think they must have grabbed some of the meal ice down here and munched on it. Because they really shouldn't be alive at this point. I'm not producing air. I'm not producing food. There goes another one. Who's that one? Lizzie Lee's gone. Samantha Myers is toast. I should have renamed Samantha's character. Should have called her, like, the, oh, what do they call it? The Puff Destroyer. There goes Richard. We're down to 39. I'm actually impressed they're lasting this long. They really shouldn't be. Oh, you know what? I'm producing air still. Let's disable these little terrariums. Another one died. TD. I'm producing food? Where? Oh, get out of here. Stop cooking. Disable. Turn that off. That too. Okay. That's better. If we want the colony to crash and burn, we can't have them doing any of that fancy cooking. Oh, this needs to get turned off too. Another one down. Who got it this time? Ari Luco. Oh, sorry, Ari Luco. You didn't last as long as you thought you might. They're all dropping dead while they're running on the treadmill. Please play Town of Salem. It's an amazing game, and I sub. Town of Salem. I don't think I've seen that. I'd have to go take a look at it. Hey, welcome to the channel, though. By the way, I know Ari just got here, but you know, what are you gonna do? I did say when we got to that point where I lost a bunch of dupes, I was just gonna let the whole thing crash. But it's actually taking longer to crash than I thought it would. I thought we were kind of at that point where it would have just been like straight sets. There goes Rose, Taz 78, Starwall. I thought Starwall bit it earlier. Bolivian. Man, a couple of them actually, they almost started it before. They've actually lasted pretty long. There should be lots of CO2. Yeah, look at it all. Oh, this hydrogen. The hydrogen's expanding out because I had it compressed up here. And without the oxygen below it to keep it up top, it's expanding downward now. Caitlin makes headlines by driving cross-country just to beat me up. Oh, I died? Did my character die? Mini Hunden? It would be funny if mine was the last character in here. Oh, there goes Angel of Darkness. Sorry, Angel. You're not the last one to go. Treadmill of Death is tasty. Look at, they're all piling up in front of it. Because they come over here to run and produce power, and that's where they end their days. Oh my gosh. Dorothy, Crafty, Harper. We're down to 29 now. I can't believe it's taking this long. They don't have air. There's no air. Oddly enough, the best place to breathe now is the hospital cots where everybody was dying. Yeah. Hi, Calvin. Welcome to the stream. You picked an interesting one to show up for because this whole colony's crashing and burning. We're just letting it die out, and then we're going to build a new one. There goes Iliastar. Lady Miga. Alex. So some of the smart duplicants are actually leaving the core part of the colony, and they're going over where the polluted oxygen is because they can actually breathe that, even though it's not really good for them. Some of the less smart duplicants are just sort of hanging out in the non-oxygen, breathing the hydrogen. There goes Little Big. 24 left. Who's any guesses on who's going to be the last one? I guess you'd have to know the names of the colony. There goes Dr. Comics. Brycake. Brycake lasted a long time. I thought he was immortal. There goes Grizzly Bear. All right, let's see who's left in here. They're going to die so fast they won't be able to check. There goes Shock. Minkalina Tori. All right, so we've got Alice Deshane, Kelly Totos, Critical Duplicant. Hey, look, I'm still there. Go me. There goes Evil Canuck. Oh, I spoke too soon. I'm done. No. Well, sorry, Steve, but you made a bad bet. I just bit the bullet. There goes Norvin. Jasiah Uprising. I mean, overall, like aside from this horrible wave of death we're going through now, I think the colony actually did really well. We got up to 175 cycles and we're pretty stable. We had a couple rough patches, but it was pretty stable. And with 54 duplicants in there, I think on the whole it went really well. We didn't really run into too many rough patches along the way. There were some points that got really tight. Oh, there goes the Lynagor. There were some points that were really tight, but not really a lot of death along the way. So I think for the most part, I'm kind of happy with our colony. Just maybe not how it's ending, but they all get ends at some point. A lot of us were counting on me. Sorry. Alex Deshane. We're down to only 11 duplicants left. Who's going to survive? Stuff and more stuff's got my soul. Don't let Angel of Darkness have it. Yeah, I failed you. I did. You know what? We probably wouldn't have run into this point if I hadn't run out of dirt. Because we were eating mush bars to kind of bridge between the waves of sleet wheat that we were getting. So I had 2 issues there. In the end, it was so as much as the food killed us, it was because of the air. I didn't have enough air pressure up there in the farm because I ran out of algae. And although I had a big pocket of it, they were headed towards... There goes Jack. He lasted quite a while. Although we were headed towards a big pocket of it, it just didn't work out so well. I'm gonna put them on a red alert. No sleep in this colony. Everybody get up and run around. Burn up some more air. Nine people left. Who's gonna be last? Who will be the ultimate champion? Whoever survives this colony, who's the last one to go down, will be the first name we put in the next colony. That's what we'll do. I don't know who it's going to be, but it'll be somebody. Kelly Dog. Sorry, Kelly Dog. It's not going to be you. Should have eaten the hatches. Yeah, I could have done that, actually. But that wouldn't help for long. With 54 duplicants, that was going to feed maybe 1 or 2 of them. There goes critical duplicant. I owe you? How do I owe you? You were alive in my colony for a very long time. If anything, I'm going to bill you for all the food you ate. It's only at 92%. It's never been that high, actually. The stress management in this colony went really, really well. For the most part, it was below 20%. Pretty much all the time. And there were points where it was below 10% for very long stretches. But I guess when, you know, when 48 duplicants drop dead around you, I guess at some point that gets a little stressful. Oh no, I'm not adding dupes anymore. I feel like that would be just unnecessarily cruel. Not to mention, whoever added in would probably be the survivor. The last person must stay alive to bury all the others. No, nobody wants to spend that much time just watching a duplicate run back and forth to the to the little tombstones. There goes Stephen Collins. We got 5 people left. Who's left in here? Calitotos, Dead Logan, who ironically is alive, and Matu Scroll. Ray's still alive. She was so close. And then Vamp Say. You know what this needs is an evil laugh. The colony's burning. Your money's on Ray. Ray was actually really close to butting the bullet earlier on. She went unconscious after she didn't get enough food, and I thought it was game over. But boom, she's still alive. I wonder if she's actually inside the medical pod still. My money's on Ray. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ray's gonna use the rejuvenator to stay alive while everyone else goes. Caitlin, it was Ray's turn in the pod. You'd already used it. Apparently that pod works miracles. How are they still alive? They're running in hydrogen. There's literally nothing here for them to breathe. There's just little tiny pockets around. And now there's morbs showing up to spread their pollutedness. Oh, there they go. Oh, we got 2 down. Who's gonna go first out of that batch? Is it cheating or beating? Oh. Oh. Oh my God, the game just crashed. So we're never gonna know who was the last duplicate. That stinks. There were 3 of them left. I'm gonna say it was Ray though, because Ray had the Ray had the medical pod. So I'm thinking with the medical pod, she was probably gonna stay alive pretty much the whole time. Like right down to the end, and then the game crashed. Oh, I was really looking to see who it would be. All right. I'm going to assume it was probably going to be Ray, because with that crazy healing pod thing, I think she could actually stay alive through almost anything, because it just keeps regenerating their health. Oh, that was so funny. I think Angel of Darkness, you had enough souls there. I don't think we need to worry about that. Let's start a new game. We'll play this colony tonight. I'm not going to do anything crazy with this one. We're just going to have a little fun. We'll just play normally. It's a good chance to kind of catch up with the chat and stuff. Somebody mentioned wanting to have a Q&A, so if you want to do that, we can do that while we're playing. And then we'll play the same colony on Tuesday night. And that will be it for this particular colony. And then we'll just start up a new one next Thursday when the new update comes out. I wish I could get my hands on the update earlier, but I don't think they're doing that. Let's see. Bottomless stomach, gastrophobia. I want to pick people that are scaredy cats, because I like scaredy cats. They're easy to manage, because that's not really much of a detriment. There we go. Scaredy cat. Scaredy cat. There we go. Let's see. Let's name this one Ray. Since I'm going to assume she was going to be the one that would survive before, just because of that healing pod. Like, I think that thing just trumps everything. Who else is in the stream that hasn't been named in the colony before? I'd like to pick somebody different. Somebody who hasn't been in here before. Groot. Well, we can name it Groot, but I kind of want to name it after people that are in the stream. So let's kind of call it Minecraft Diamond Puppy. Minecraft Diamond. I don't know if this is going to be long enough. Puppy. Oh, look at that. It fit. It's small miracles. Pick the Rigger. Rigger W8. All right. Rigger W8. Okay. So we've got 3 duplicants. The Lamentable Abode. The Ramshackle Planet. Besieged Train Wreck. Space Junk. Oh, no, we already had that. We don't need that one. The Dangerous Fortress. The Radioactive Timeline. The Plucky Dimension. The Besieged Cantaloupe. Oh, I want that one back. Tragic Mode. Yucky Gang. Radical Lab. Intergalactic Planet. Ant Farm. The Loveliest Pig Pen. The Leaky Pig Pen. That sounds like a good one. Let's go with the Leaky Pig Pen. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we have our 3 duplicants. Man, I haven't played the beginning of a game in a while. That colony went out a long time. I'm actually really surprised at how long we lasted. Considering I was taking a duplicant every single time, like, you would think that that would have crashed and burned a little bit quicker. But for the most part, you know, it went relatively smoothly for a while. I'm pretty happy with how that colony turned out. The last time we did that, where we were taking a duplicant every time, I think the highest we got was like 33 duplicants. And then things went bad. And it just went blah. But I didn't have that wonderful sleet wheat farming process going on. Because it just didn't exist, I think, when we did the take every duplicant job before. So now things are a little better. Early in the game, we don't have a lot to worry about. We can just pretty much do our thing. We can chat. Yes, I do live in Ontario. I'm not going to tell you where, because I'm afraid you're going to drive over and hurt me in some manner. But we can just kind of take it easy on the game. Chill out a little bit. Build a nice little colony. I'm only going to keep it to maybe 6 or 8 duplicants this time. I feel like I've had enough of that chaos for now. That was a madhouse. Pure insanity. And just for the sake of good practice, I'm going to put my toilets way over here on the side. I know technically you don't need to yet, because they don't really have any real issues. They don't really spread disease and things yet, but when the update comes out, we're going to kind of have to do that a bit. What was my very first stream? That's actually a good question. I don't remember what I streamed first. I'd have to go back and look. For Oxygen Not Included is when I started doing it a lot more consistently, but I had done other streams before that. I think maybe it might have been on a different channel, maybe with like a Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 2. I might have done some streaming of. You know, you look, just drive to Ontario and wait. Yeah, there's not very many people in Ontario. You'd probably do all right. You might spot me walking by. Yeah, I keep waiting for the game to get old a little bit too, because you kind of at some point you're like, how many colonies can you build? But each one's a little different, so I just find that I'm still entertained by it, which is good. I like games like this that have a little bit of longevity to them. All right, I kind of leave this water in place here, but I kind of want this algae that's here, so I'm gonna do something messy. This might leak. I'm hoping not. But if I can dig down here and build a wall like that with some dirt on the other side of it, then we might actually be able to hold the water in there without it leaking out. I mean, if it leaks out, I guess worst case scenario, I could dig down here and let it kind of drain below. But we'll do that. Can I dig I need to dig up this plant because I can't make a ladder down through the plant. Caitlin just asked Kazi for Cryptic's info. Oh, yeah, don't do that. Kazi hates bribes, so don't try bribing him. Ray hates being named in the colonies, so since he made me die to save her, switch our names. Alright, fine, whatever. How do I get to... There's Ray. No, that's not Ray. That's not Ray. There we go. All right, Caitlin. Caitlin the whiner. There we go. Perfect. All right, Caitlin, you're back in the you're back in the colony. Who's my inspiration in the streaming community? I don't know. You know, I actually don't watch that many streams except for ones that I'm looking for information. So I tend to follow Clay when I'm watching streams. But in terms of like video content and things, I tend to follow people like Dragast. I've watched some of Blitz's stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. You're gonna die from a leak? No, we got a wall there. It's fine. So, I mean, it is the leaky pig pen, so it might end up leaking, but but I think for the most part it'll be fine. I don't think there's gonna be any issue with that wall holding. With this dirt on this side and plus the tile wall on this side, it's pretty much a done deal. That's as good as you can get. You were too tired. So unfair. Whatever. What? Did you just join the stream, Ray? Or were we here before? I haven't complained today. I didn't say you did complain. Oh. Hold on. Oh, no. We'll get rid... Sorry, Caitlin the Whiner. It's actually... There we go. Fixed. Caitlin the Whiner can be the next duplicate that comes in. I think there's going to be another kind of leak soon. Yep. Yeah, if Caitlin gets a hold of me, it'll be my blood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get a little floor. Oh, no, wait. Cancel. Let's not build the floor, because I need to get all the plant life that's down here. Oh, right. I forgot to be able to make a toilet. I should probably do that. Let's get that cleaned up. And in the meantime, we'll go to the plumbing and get some outhouses over here. I'm going to leave a little spot for the compost there, just so we have room. They can clean all that up, make some toilets, and then we'll be golden. That'll be good. Oh, Caitlin the Whiner dies. Make you an ugly crier. Well, oh, yeah. Okay, so I'll try to be choosy about who we're picking now because we're not just grabbing random people anymore, and we're not taking one every single time. So I'll be a little bit choosy, and I'll try to get an ugly crier for you. I think that would be perfect. Okay. Whoop. Hold on. Go like that. Get rid of this ladder. Start on our second floor up here. I don't want to break that oxalate yet, so just in case they actually build up here. And they might. Usually they do things I'm not anticipating. I want this to be 4 high. There we go. And I should probably mop up the mess I made down here. So, I didn't see an ice biome next door. Oh, there's a little tiny one over here. I think. Yeah, that's a little tiny ice biome. Oh, okay, we have a big one down below there, too. This is actually really awkward placement. I'm not super thrilled with that. I like when the ice biomes are off to the side. Oh my gosh, look how close this natural gas geyser is. We're going to tap into that thing. Make a room without oxygen, put a treadmill of death in there. Just for the sake of doing it. Fleeing, fleeing. They're so afraid of the hatches. I really wish you could pick up the hatches and move them around. That would be neat. All right, let's get some sort of a little... well, I should check my oxygen, I guess. Oh, yeah, we're good. Let's do a little research station. It's not utilities I want. Stations, that's what I want. Do a little research station. I don't have a cold place to put this, unfortunately, so I'm just going to put it over... I don't know. I'll stick it right over here, I guess. Make them do all the ugly work over by the toilets. Stick that there. We'll put a little battery beside this. Throw some wiring in. That will be good to start our first research. Try and get your soul. Just do a colony with no research. That would be... well, I feel like that would get boring. Because he couldn't really make anything. It'd be like, well, what are you going to do? I'm going to dig some more. What are you digging for? Nothing really. You can't make anything. You know how to summon Kasi. Name and dupe Alex and kill Alex. Yeah, it's kind of like summoning a demon, right? Like a Crossroads demon. You just... you do a little sacrifice, and away you go. We could do farming first, I guess, to get compost, just so that we have something to deal with the fancy poop machine. So for the outhouses, I'm gonna want something there they can stick the manure in. We don't want the manure everywhere. gather all of this nice little algae up so we can get it all taken care of. They're looking for toilets. Well, they have 2 of them built. Look out, 2, like right here. Outhouses. Bam. No technology be a good one off stream. Yeah, maybe. I still feel like you'd get a little bored because you get to that point where you really can't make anything. Why? Man, they're really afraid of that hatch. It's just hanging out here, snagging away. What I should do is set up some storage containers because I haven't yet. And Lord knows, no duplicate likes a messy room. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll stick them down here. Aw, come on. Dig that up. Dig all this up. Is there a faster speed than super fast? I guess not. Did you ban me for chatting in the last one? Nope, not that I'm aware of. Yeah, you kind of missed a little bit. We had a colony with 54 duplicants, but it didn't end well. We hit the tipping point where I missed a cycle of sleet wheat and a bunch of people died, so I just let the whole thing crash and burn. And by let it crash and burn, I may or may not have instigated some rapid decline. Maybe. Who we got? Bottomless stomach, gastrophobia. There's no ugly criers in here, but we're gonna grab one anyway. So I feel like we could use an artist. They have a bottomless stomach, but I don't really feel like that's a big deal. Who should I name this duplicant? Quinn. Let's name this one Quinn. Hopefully you're artistic, Quinn. Print. Welcome to the colony. All right, so we have an artist. You can't do any art because we haven't researched it yet, but we have one, just in case. Hi, Papergeist. Welcome to the stream. There's a faster mode of debug. Yeah, there is, but I don't want to go to debug just because, I don't know. Oh, look at that. Somebody got their head stuck. I haven't seen that in a while. All right. That's what happens when you build a floor with too little of a gap underneath. People get down into those gaps, and then next thing you know, you've encased their head in cement, and they're not happy about it. Next stream should be Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Probably not. I want to do another stream of Car Mechanic, but I want to get to the point where I can restore a car first. So I have about 5 levels to gain, and then I'll do one where I'm just taking a car from the garage and totally rebuilding it. But I think probably the next stream will be next Tuesday, which will be my next Oxygen Not Included stream, because I normally stream these on Tuesdays, not Thursdays. And then the stream after that will be Oxygen Not Included, so I'm going to have to fit in something else in there. We'll see. If I can get myself leveled up to, I think it's level 30 I need to get the paint bay in Car Mechanic. Then, oh, look at this. We got all the hatches down here. I kind of want to leave them in there, but if I leave them in that tiny little gap, it won't be able to get to the coal they make. If I can get to level 30, though, in Car Mechanic Simulator, then I'll do a stream of that. You're saved. With this many duplicates, I can keep an eye on you. Don't worry. It's bad when we're looking at a place of, like, 54 duplicates I have to try to keep an eye on, but for, like, 4 of them, I think I can manage. If you die at this point, then that's definitely, that's not good for me. Someone banned you from chatting last time. Can you see how they did Fox? No, I can't. I can't see a prior stream's instances. When the update comes out, are you going to play it to see what it's like before you stream it? I probably will a little bit, yeah. I normally like to toy around with them a tiny bit so I can get a sense of what it's like. I mean, I don't know, that depends. I was kind of debating taking the day off and then just streaming for the day, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I have too much going on. Click on the hatch up high and have the mouse... click on the hatch up high and have the mouse down by the other, then hit Alt-Q. Are you trying to tell me to kill off the hatches? Is this some sneaky ploy? Am I planning to do anything specific? Nope. Just going to build a base. Going to survive a bit. Have a little fun. Oh, I meant to do storage containers in here, and I forgot. So let's make a bunch of these. Just 1 or 2. That should be enough storage space, I think, for the entire time this colony survives. If it's not, then I don't know what I'm doing. Tried playing Don't Starve with Steam Workshop mods. No, I actually haven't. But I'm still getting into Don't Starve. So there's so much in that game. Like, there's so much to know. So I've been playing Don't Starve together a little bit on stream, and then I've had a few games of Don't Starve when I'm just playing by myself. But there's still so much I haven't figured out yet. Alt-Q teleports the selected mobile. Oh, really? Does it do it all the time, or is it only when you're in debug mode? You'll need more storage. I don't know. We'll see. Depends how far I dig, I guess. Okay, so in here I want to do all, but I don't want to store the poop in here. Ideally. There we go. Oh, copy settings. This is like my favorite new feature they added. Boom. Makes it so much better than when we had to like individually click each storage thing and put the settings on it that we wanted. That was just bad. All right, get rid of all this. I'm gonna leave that oxalate there because who doesn't need oxygen? Oh, and I should probably make room here because I'm actually surprised they're doing research because I think they need water. Research. Hey, we finished the research. I'm gonna go for decor next. So we can make these people happy. I mean, they're only at 7% stress, but I kind of want to set up the artwork and stuff. We'll make our fancy bedroom up in the top here. Ooh, actually, normally I like a cold biome that's near my oxygen production, so that I can kind of keep things cool. And I don't really have a well-placed one this time. That should be interesting. Water. Oh, you're right. Yeah, the water's for the supercomputer, and it's dirt for the research station. That's right. Tries to summon Kazi. My food storage is in tube. No! Get that out of there. Thank you for spotting that. You might be the grammar Nazi. Oh my goodness. Is there Town of Salem? Is Town of Salem a mobile game, or is it not? Yep, we started a new colony. The last one ended with sunshine and flowers and no disaster at all. We just randomly started a new one for no reason. We're going to play this colony for a couple days, and then the new update will be out, so I'm going to start a new colony for that. Because who doesn't want to play with the cool new stuff? I want to see what ruins are like in the game. I don't know what the deal with that is yet. Just go full open O2 system. I had that in the last colony, but I didn't like the heat that was generated by the electrolyzers at different points in my base. I mean, normally I like to have them in a place that I can control the temperature. So down here, you get the cold... What the... Come on. I don't care about Windows antivirus. Down here, you get that cold area, and normally you can kind of control the temperature by keeping the area you're pumping around your colony cold, but not so much if you stack them all over the place. Each one produces so much heat that it just becomes kind of a mess. Until that there was sunshine and flowers? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Besides, horrible storms bring flowers, right? Isn't that how it works? Probably should finish the ladder here so they can climb the rest of the way down. Oh, now that he's jumped down. Can he get out? I think he can. He can jump up 2 blocks. I think he'll be good. You won't be walking and banning today. The last colony, yeah, that's right. I won the game and it forced me to start over. That's exactly what happened there. Exactly. They said, congratulations, you're too good for the game. Please start over. I mean, when you get right down to the end of it, no one can say we let everyone die. Because we don't really know. That's what I'm going to stick to. Alright, we've got quite a bit of space here. I guess I don't really need to expand space anymore. What can we build for some fun and games in here? Probably beds would be a good idea. We're going to need oxygen soon, too, I guess. So maybe we'll build the oxidizer here just so we're ready. And then in the furniture department, we'll grab beds. I think I'll make this like a 6-person colony, so we'll just do 6 beds up here. We don't have decor done yet. They're still researching that. I'm going to run a power wire over to our little fancy deoxidizer, but I'm not going to plug it in just yet. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the overlay. Sometimes when people type things in the YouTube chat, it shows up with a really funny... Yeah, I found a loophole. That's right. It shows up with like really funny spacing for some reason in the Restream overlay. I don't know why that is. Yeah. Well, actually, there were. I think was there only 3 left, or were there 5? I know 2 of them were incapacitated, and they were definitely on the way out the door. Research complete. All right, we can do some fancy decor stuff. Let's get our artist hard at work. Hold on, up here in the jobs. I don't want anybody doing combative type of stuffs. We'll save the art for him. Ugly Minecraft puppy. Well, we've got a lot of kilocalories left. I'm not really in a hurry to cook things. We found a lot of stuff just by digging around. Some muckroot and things. Who slept way over here? Minecraft Diamond Puppy. He's probably a little bit gassy or something. No, he doesn't have flatulence. Maybe he just doesn't shower. He's sleeping well away from the other people that live in our colony. Alright, so art. Do a little decor. Do some sculptures in here. Set up some fancy pictures. They have some new artwork in the update too, so the paintings have I just put that in the wrong spot. The paintings have a couple new options, which is cool. Excuse me. 5 left with 2 incapacity. Okay, that's kind of how I thought it was. Quinn will kill you all. Maybe. Maybe. Do a live stream playing Subnautica. Yeah, I'm going to do that also, but with Subnautica, I need to progress a little bit farther. When I'm going to make the trip down to the lava zone, maybe I'll live stream that. But I find that in the main part, because I'm kind of doing a lot of gathering still, a lot of hunting for patterns. I don't know. I just think it would be boring to live stream that. Can't plead the 5th. Yes, that's right. I'm Canadian. We don't have the 5th Amendment, so there's no such thing as pleading the 5th here. I still say it anyway because I work with people who are in the U.S. all the time. But I'm gonna go power regulation next. Get our battery supply ready. It's gonna be. I want to dig into this thing. I'm just not ready to do that yet. It's softly close to my colony. I have to handle this one well, or we're gonna wind up flooding the whole colony with poisonous gas. Hi, Andrew. Stopped to say hi. Watch the oxygen streams at work the next day. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming by to pop into the stream. Vomiter. Oh, there's an ugly crier. Let's see. Caitlin the Whiner. 2. I didn't even look at the stats. Apparently she's a runner with mole hands. And she's dimensionally inept, so she can't build. Oh, that's great. That's fabulous. Okay, so I think we know who's going to... okay, I think I have the perfect job for Caitlin. We've got... this is going to work out really well. So nobody is allowed to produce power except for Caitlin. Perfect. Congratulations, Caitlin. You got a job. Okay. What can we make now? Oh, I should make compost because we're gonna have to poop all over the floor very soon if I don't do that. Since I don't have a place to store it, how's our air? It's getting a little thin. I should probably turn this thing on now. Electrical wire. You give me a load of problems. I already renamed you, Ray. You're already in here. So if we look in our vitals, there is Ray right there. You're a bodybuilder, apparently. Who knew? You never said you were into bodybuilding. Getting a little bit of CO2 built up down here, so I need to build this little CO2 well a little bit deeper. We need to go deeper. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where I would build the next floor, so we'll just line that out right away. And then we go deeper. So I don't really want to deal with actually cleaning the CO2 right now. I'm just going to let it all fall into a pit. And I'll let it come back to bite me later. She's a moderator. That's right. She's got to be good at bouncing. That's exactly it. I should probably mention how to donate. Yeah, at the bottom of the chat, there's if you're on YouTube anyway, there's a little dollar sign thing that you can click on. That's where you do super chats. But the same little GIF pops up if you subscribe, or if you're on Twitch and you follow the Twitch channel, it shows up there also. I think I'm out of oxalate. Yeah, I pretty much am. So I turned on the algae deoxidizer so we could get some airflow going in here. This is a really funny little pocket up here. It's got a decent amount of oxygen in it, though. But when we cut into it, I'm going to wind up disrupting the home of this little hatch. I wish I could get them down below here where the other hatches are, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that without a whole lot of fancy magic. Bunch of fancy magic and sorcery to make that happen. CO2s are settling down here nicely, though. Let's take this out. Give me more floor. I don't even know why I'm expanding so much. I don't even need this much space. I only have, like, such a small number of duplicants. Just tiny. The old colony did die off. We actually ran out of air pressure in our farm area, and all the plants stifled, and it delayed a cycle of sleet wheat, which left a very large gap in our food chain. A bunch of people died, so I decided to let the whole thing crash and burn. And then we just started a new colony. Yeah, it's Tales from Sonic, but it's just one of the options that I'm using Alert Box from Streamlabs to do the pop-ups there. And it's just one of the default options you can pick. I just picked one of the art pieces they had. Since the other one didn't work, it just stopped working on me for some reason. Why would I want to make a treadmill of death? I don't proactively kill off my duplicants unless there's 54 of them and the whole thing's going to dive into the precipice anyway. Research. We got our power regulation. I guess I should do some... it doesn't really matter what I pick now. I don't need either of these things at the moment. But we will need them eventually. So I'll get the gas one going, I guess. Research moving gases. Oh, there's the hatches. Lots of copper down here. That's good. Dig down deep to get rid of the CO2. Yeah, I got a little well here so far. I'll make this bigger. Actually, I can make this 2 out on either side of the ladder. That'll be enough. So, I mean, if we look at the air here, it's already kind of settling. It'll only do so much because you'll get these little pockets that are trapped in the corners where they don't have that free-flowing opportunity to go downward. I shouldn't really expand any more at this point. I need to let the air pressure kind of build up in here and stabilize a bit. I need a Moxie. Points if you know what that is. A Moxie. Like Moxie Fruvis? I'm guessing not. Brian Cassie was a success. Not going home tomorrow. Dun dun dun. Darn that Cassie. It's close together. Like, no, we're not. We're actually live in different towns, but we're within a short driving distance of each other. Rabies, babies, no babies. All right, we have a decent little pocket down here now. That'll work. It's Canada, and then basically nothing but open space. Yeah, we don't have cities and stuff. I mean, we need to have more room for our igloos and moose to wander around, right? You can't be disturbing the moose. It's not good. They don't like it. They got all ornery and stuff. I'm gonna dig in up here, not because I need the space, but because there's oxygen up here, and I feel like it'll be handy to be able to dig all this stuff out. Ta-da! Look at a nice little... Oh, wow, there's slime up here. Inside of this wall of granite, we've got slime. That's unusual. At least it's not making any stinky air up here. Yet. 200 Cryptic Avenue, Fox, Ontario. Oh my gosh, how did he know? Igloos for the moose to live in. That's right. The hard part is when you have to squeeze both a moose and a beaver into the same igloo, they don't really get along so great, and that's the real problem. Some oxalite in the attic with the plants. I don't know if there is any oxalite up here. Oh, there is up here, yeah. That's okay. As long as you don't crack into it, it won't go away. It'll stay up there. It'll wait for us. This is like one of the most orderly base starts I think I've had in a long time. Okay, people, we need to sweep up. You're leaving a big mess here. This is no good. Get rid of all this. Get it all. Just clean up all the messes and put them all in the storage containers. They should add seeds to this game. Oh, you mean so like you can get a specific colony kind of that somebody, like you might have seen somebody else's seed colony kind of thing? Do you have any wishes or ideas for the new research tiers? Not a ton, and partly because I'm probably tainted by the stuff that I already know that they're doing. So they were just showing off in the stream tonight that they're having a liquid cooler. So you can what happens is it displaces heat. So if you have one area that has hot water in it, then you can pump it into this other machine that has to sit in water to cool it, and it drops the temperature, and then the water comes out in another space at the lower temperature. So it drops like 5 degrees each time it goes through this cooler thing. So that's something new they're adding. And they just showed that off tonight, too, actually, which is kind of cool. You're on episode duty. What's this sweep you speak of? Fair enough, but you're not needed for exercise right now because we have this thing called a battery, and it stores some of your wonderful work effort, so I can put you to work doing other things. Get your mind out of the rudder. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Birds. Oh. Store the slime in an underwater compactor. No polluted air will come out. No, this is true. Mind you, I'm not even digging into the slime right now. I'm just going to leave it there. Dun, dun, dun. Go, bathroom. All right. What should I do next? What should I build? I could build a massage table, but it's not... Well, actually, our stress is a little higher than I thought it would be. Let's build a massage table. No, that's not what I want. Not a mess table. I want a massage table. Right down there. I guess I should make a kitchen, because we're going to need one. So, if we go into our food, grab a little micro musher. We'll set that up here. Maybe we'll do some fancy furniture. Have some mess tables, because we know how many duplicates we're going to have. I'm going to start with 6 tables here. The issue here is going to be food storage, I think. I mean, I could put a food storage thing down here at the bottom, and that will help keep it preserved where the CO2 is all sitting. But at some point, I'm going to want to clean this out, because I'm going to want to get down to this wonderful little cold area that's down here. Or this one over here, but this one's underneath the water. It's probably harder to get to. We need mass painting spam, yeah. Well, how's our... I mean, our decor is not looking very pretty, but it doesn't help that we actually have, like... We have this mess of junk all over the floor, so they don't like that either. So if you leave, like, piles of stuff sitting on the floor, they get all upset about it. There we go. Ah, whatever. Let's just do paintings everywhere. They're trying to come up with a way to stop us from doing this, or to make it so that we don't have to do this, and we do something else. Because apparently this wasn't the idea to like spam pictures everywhere. Bunk beds said there'd be no room for pictures. Ah, that'd be neat. The bunk beds would be kind of funny. Caitlin the Weiner won't do other jobs. You change her work duties. Oh yeah. Well, she might do cleanup though. All I did was change the... No, I didn't change any of her other jobs. She'll do other things. She won't do art. Because we have that set for Quinn specifically. And no one else will do any of the running for the power generation, but she'll do other things. We've trained her well. She's our willing slave. Another duplicate. Number 6. This will probably be the last one I take for now. Let's see. Can't dig it, narcoleptic, or flatulence. I don't really like any of those. Actually, this one's a quick learner. +5 learning. I could set up this one for research, I guess. Who wants to join the colony? This is probably going to be the last one we take for now. This colony is a work of art, you see. That's right. The whole thing. We're living in a art paradise. Karma, you were in the last stream, so I'm going to grab somebody different. I know I've already grabbed a couple people from the last stream in this one, but just young. Welcome to the stream. Print. All right. That's duplicate number 6. I'm going to turn this off for now. Disable building. Feels good to do that. It feels really good to turn off that printing pod. I don't know how... I should go back and look. I can't remember how many weeks we played that other... The colony in the other stream, but it must have been at least 4 of them. So I think... I don't know. I'm still going to call it a success. It didn't end successfully, but it was a success in the process along the way, I think. That's how I'm going to look at it. Because it makes me feel better. Boodaloo, fetching water. Now, see, they're using water for something. Using water for something. All right, we're going to need a power cable connected to this massage table, or no one's going to use it. Oh, our stress is actually high relative to where we were before. It's at 41%. It's never been a me. When's the new update? It's coming out on August 24th. I'm not sure the exact time that it's available, but they confirmed today that it's definitively going to be Thursday, August 24th for the new update. And there's going to be a little animated trailer thing for it, too. So if you watched the trailer that they had for the last update, similar idea, I think, but it's... I don't know. They didn't really say a lot about it. They just said there was going to be this little animated cartoon thing, which is kind of cool. A space fox spec to alleviate stress, yeah. I think it would be cool if you could do more stuff with the animals. Like, if you could pick up the hatches and move them around and stuff so you could, like, collect them all together and make your own little farm kind of thing. That would be cool. I don't feel like they would even need to do a lot more beyond that. Like, you could do probably a lot of stuff for the animals, but it would just being able to collect them in the same place would at least allow you to make better use of them. I'd like to do that. That would be cool. So if there was a research thing for picking up hatches, I guess that's what my interest would be. We don't need more than one compost. We don't need medical costs right now, fortunately. Stations. I guess I need to make a supercomputer. But I don't want it on the same floors as other stuff because it's going to get hot. So we'll throw a little electrical wire down here. Boop. I don't know why I did that. That's a total waste of wire. I'm not going to be in open space anyway. I might as well just make the whole thing out there. Hatch milk and light bug silk. Oh, that'd be interesting. Make, like, food or clothes or whatever. They should make water power. That would be interesting, yeah. I think they mentioned on one of their streams that they've been considering doing something with steam-based power, which I think would be kind of cool. The new cooling system is neat because it actually transfers the heat, so you can actually, like, take hot water, and I think you might be able to get the water hot enough to create steam with the where it's doing the cooling. So you can, like, make steam that you then cool into the area where it's water, so you can use it as a purification system, maybe? I'm kind of curious to see how that'll work out. Takes a lot of power, though. It's the first building they have that consumes more than 1,000 watts of power. All by itself. We need to sweep up here. These guys are really slacking. Like, clean this mess up. We got storage containers. Put your junk away. Man, it's like dealing with the kids. Just leave their toys everywhere. Hatch beds and hatch feeders. A hatch feeder would be very cool. I would like to see that. Because as much as you can, like, put it in a storage compactor and then dump it on the ground there, your duplicants always want to go and clean up the mess. Unless you pick something that's just not being stored anywhere else, I guess. Well, yeah, it probably is a waste of money, but, I mean, they do all those art streams and stuff anyway, so I guess, I mean, they could just be using more art time for that. I don't know. It's kind of cute. As much as it's an early access game, I mean, it's still something that people are paying for, so you don't pay for the individual updates, but you still buy the game, and I guess, I don't know, anything to kind of keep it going. Dad Fox, yeah. They still haven't built that power out for me. All right, let's do more research because they finished that liquid one. All right, what do I want next? I guess I should probably deal with... I should probably go with sanitation so we can get the little air deodorizer. Because Lord knows we got some stinky duplicants in here. Make the hatches have a favorite food you can grow. Oh, that'd be interesting. They're changing the whole farming structure in the next update. So they did all that stuff around all the different tiers of growth you can get and stuff out of your plants, and then it's kind of all going away now. It's kind of a shame. Speaking of which, I didn't plant a farm. I should probably plant a farm. 22 degrees. We got 23 degrees up here. Gotta build a farm down below here. Actually, low concentration of gases. That's probably not good. It's not even that high up there. Why do I have such low oxygen? I'm gonna need a second one of these wonderful little algae deoxidizers because I'm just not producing enough oxygen. Maybe I'll set this one up here on the floor they sleep on. I think we're gonna need more power soon too, actually. We're getting close to tapping out this one little treadmill. There we go. If they can build that thing, then we'll get a little bit more air going in here, and then it'll help balance things out. Need food. It's an 18. I'm not feeling nearly stressed about the food yet. I have a micro musher, so worst case scenario, when I can get that plugged in. Should probably do that now, actually, so it's ready for when I need it. We might need more treadmill. I should actually build some batteries down here too, but it's going to be so warm down here. Maybe what I'll do is I'm going to dig this out so we're a little bit closer to the cold biome. And this is where I'm going to put my batteries because the temperature is already starting to spread here. If I put batteries down here, even though they're sitting in CO2, they'll be out of the way, and we can get some fancy battery power going without producing a bunch of heat. That'll be good. Yeah, the micro musher needs power. I'm not starving you off. We can put sleet wheat in the basement, yeah, down here. We got a little bit of it growing already. If I dig straight down here and then I can go across, we can have a sleet wheat farm. It's going to be full of CO2, though. That's going to be the only catch. We might have problems with gas pressure down here again. Alternatively, I could dig over this way and build one over here. I want to see what's down here. This is far enough below this water that we don't have to worry about it leaking out. So if I dig out over here, then we can actually kind of scout out this area just a little bit. They're all busy working on artwork, though. What this colony needs is more treadmill. That's right. Making some mush bars. Welcome back, Stuff and More Stuff. Run, everyone. Don't forget your imminent starvation. It's not even close to starvation at this point. We'll make some mush bars. Everything will be fine. Set this priority 6. When we had 50 some odd people and we were at 0 kilocalories, I was feeling a little bit more stress. I was tempted to go use the massage table, but I didn't. And see, that one worked out perfectly fine. Depending on your definition. They're all sleeping nice in their little beds. Yeah, the derpy artwork is neat. So there's a... what's that painting? The Scream? It's another famous painting. They've done one like that. So it's got like a little duplicant doing the Scream pose, which is kind of neat. There's a couple others. I forget what they were, but that one kind of stood out for me. It looks really cool. I'm looking forward to having some other artwork in here because the way it is right now, you have like the little stick figure, a bowl of fruit, or the masterpiece paintings here, and that's pretty much it. Needs more cowbell. Yeah. The only prescription is more cowbell. Man, I'm congested all of a sudden. Can't breathe. Can't breathe. Clown will eat me. I want some of this fine dining so I get these fancy tiles here. Let's do that research next, I guess. How's our temperature? Yeah, it's only a tiny bit warm. It's okay. Screen painting's cool. Looks very cool. When can you kill this new colony by suffocation? Never! No killing my colony. I would never let a colony die willfully. That would be just inappropriate. It would be cool if you could make some more clothing types, I agree. I mean, this Nazi suit is pretty awesome and all, but it would be cool if you could make some other clothing. I mean, the reality is, it doesn't really produce much of a benefit, so you can make like those... like the sweaters to keep them warm in the cold areas and the vest to keep them cool in the warm areas, but then you have to set up like a whole system to kind of control who goes where, because otherwise they just kind of go wherever. So you might have people wearing the sweater and going to the hot area, and then they're getting all roasty. And I mean, you can kind of control that with the doors. There's the mechanized airlock. You can set it up so only certain duplicants can pass through it, but it seems like too much hassle to me. This is producing like no air. How do I have 2 of these things running and I'm not gaining more air pressure? That's crazy. I should probably close this off. I shouldn't have opened this. Ah, silly me. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. I should seal this off. It will help trap some of the air that's in here and we can repressurize a little better. If you made someone have no jobs, they would just wander around not doing anything. Stick our little airlock door there. That'll block that off, and then we'll keep it the way it is. So at least I won't have to pressurize this part up here. We'll just keep the air down in this lower area. I'm surprised nothing's running out of power. It's weird. Spacesuit-like clothing would be neat. The trouble is, if you had the spacesuit, then your guys wouldn't have to worry about oxygen. Which I guess could be really cool if you were sending them like way down somewhere where they're exploring and there wasn't a lot of air. Let's just let a tree path is like an order and they will auto-research until they complete them all. Yeah, you can already do that. So in this research here, if I were to go and say, after this I want them to do the, what am I working on now? I can pick, see if you pick installation over here, it will highlight the whole tree and they'll just go do the whole tree path. I tend to pick and choose as I go, though, so I don't really feel the need to do that. Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't buff their stats per se, but it does give them like better resistance to the elements, which I guess was the intent. But I mean, the only one I ever really make is the snazzy suit because it's just so awesome, like walking around radiating that positive decor effect. I mean, our last colony we had 54 duplicants wandering around. They were low on food, low on oxygen. Half of them were sleeping on the floor. There were gases everywhere, and they were all still in a really good stress position because there were so many of them walking around with those suits on. They're pretty awesome. CO2 doesn't bother sleep wheat. It's not about the type of gas that it is. It's about the amount of pressure that it has. So in order for the plants to grow, it has to have a certain amount of pressure. I didn't plant a farm yet. I'm too busy talking. I told them I wanted to dig over here, but they didn't do it. I have them making stuff with the micro busher right now. Just wasting my dirt. Let's prioritize this. I'm going to get them to build that door for me a little quicker. And I was going to build a battery farm down here, too. Now that I have, like, 50 fewer duplicants, suddenly I'm feeling like they just don't do anything quick enough. Makes O2 from starting to charge the suit. That might be interesting. He's just chatting us with it, having so much fun. But well, I mean, the reality is I can sit and play games by myself all day long. The whole point of the stream really is to get the chance to kind of chat with people, answer questions, talk a little bit, and then still play the game at the same time. That's what I enjoy about it. So, plus I've only got 6 duplicants. They only do so much. Quinn's busy painting and everything. They did build that door over there. I should probably plan to have a manual airlock down here too, just to kind of seal this off. There we go. That way, when they dig through here, I'm trying to keep a little bit of the air pressure trapped in this space. Yeah, I could put in some gas permeable tiles, I guess, but I'm still in the middle of building so many other things. Ooh, we are at that threshold point where we're not getting enough power from one treadmill too. Let's build a second one. Power! Manual generator. I really should get like a... I should get like power system going sooner rather than later too. I don't have a whole lot of spare duplicate energy to spend on treadmills. Not like I did last time. What's my favorite color? I actually don't even know if I have a favorite. Probably, I don't know, blue, maybe. What is your quest? Oh gosh, I can't remember the answer to that. We seek the Holy Grail. That's what it is. I think. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Watching a show called Outlander, and this is so much trouble trying to focus on both. Yeah, it could be a little challenging sometimes. It'd be cool if they added a setting where you would add like different weight duplicants and hidden traits to make it more difficult. Oh, like a really like overweight duplicate? That would be neat. 10 is always a good colony. I was starting out the midway. Yeah, I don't know. I like 6 to 8. Usually that's where I run. They're not building up any food stores. I should set this at 6 so they store the food quicker. They're basically just making enough food when they're ready for it to eat. So they make it, they're like making the mush bar and then they're going and eating. Maybe I should look at jobs. Who's a good cook in here? Oh, geez. All right, let's get Minecraft Puppy doing the cooking. I'm glad you enjoy the streams, Pierre. I like playing and chatting. It's fun. I get a kick out of this. What is the average airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? What do you mean, African or European? I used to be a really big fan of Monty Python. You there, old woman, man. Sorry, who lives in that castle? I'm 37. What? I'm 37. I'm not old. Oh, I'm sorry. What was I supposed to call you then? You could have called me Dennis. I didn't know you were called Dennis. You didn't bother to find out, did you? Don't forget the magic gas guys are by the toilets. Yeah, when we bust into that thing, that's going to be a mess. I got to figure out which direction I want to send that, because I don't really want to move it towards the colony. If I do and it breaks through, then we got a real problem. A real gassy problem. And that's not one that you can cure with, like, some Pepto-Bismol or something. You have to select the plant to find its requirements. The update next week will change this and make it easier to understand. Yeah, so it's going to be, they're going to have like a little thing that shows up above it that shows you the stats of the plant, which is cool, so you know whether it's in the right environment. But for the new update, some of the plants are going to want carbon dioxide as the growing medium, and some of them are going to want oxygen. Oh, Netflix just added Monty Python? That's cool. I used to, one of my favorites was Live at the Hollywood Bowl. Well, they were just like doing the skits on stage, but I haven't watched Monty Python in forever. Oh, wait a minute. I made 2 treadmills, and I've got only Caitlin's the only person I have set up for running, so I should probably fix that. For power, I guess we could put Rigger, because he's got athletics 4, so he can do some running too. And I still haven't done the battery thing, so I should do that. Let's prioritize down here. Set this priority 6. I'm going to build my battery farm down here. Maybe we'll do a little floor under it. That'll be good. Life of Brian is good too, yeah. Blessed are the meek. Oh, how nice. They have such a hard lot in life. CrypticFox. That's right. Oh, with the puns. Probably the USA Netflix. I feel like the Canadian Netflix never really gets all the good stuff. Every now and then I have to travel down to Boston for work. And when I get down there, I can watch the US Netflix, which is cool. Can't watch it up here so much. What's my favorite part of this game? I don't know. To be entirely honest. I like the resource management aspect of it. There's a little bit of a challenge behind it. The little cartoony characters are awesome. There's all these cool things you can build and develop. And it's different each time you play it. It's not the same. It's not the exact same looking map. So I enjoy that a bit, I guess. Yeah, USA listings don't show up in Canada, eh? Put gas tiles in corners. No. I don't want to. I don't like it. Got a little gas build up here. Alright, maybe I should. Oh, you know what? I went through all that trouble to make the air deodorizer thing, and then I totally forgot to build one. Probably got lots of carbon dioxide in here, but... Alright, let's get some gas permeable tiles in here. Stop the people from complaining. There we go. It's good. It's good. I'm gonna build a whole lot of gas permeable tile. Let's go nuts. It'll be a gas permeable paradise. A veritable cornucopia of gas permeation. New Zealand Netflix is lacking. Yeah. I don't know. Netflix is really... It's funny. Like, sometimes I find stuff on there that I end up binge watching, and then other times I have a hard time finding something I want to watch. Should play Stardew Valley. It seems like a game you like. I probably would like it. I'm having a very hard time finding time to play all the games that I want to play. It's kind of been a bit of an adventure. And lately, too, I've been having developers actually reach out to me proactively. Instead of me asking them, they're asking me to play some games, so that's kind of cool. How do you been trying to make the bottom? Well, see, what I'm doing is I'm letting CO2 get trapped down here. So I'm just kind of I'm just making space down here. I'm going to put batteries down here because it's cold. So that'll keep the batteries cool. But what about the flying circus? Whoa, spam. That's a good... The chat, for some reason, on this overlay lags behind sometimes. People are saying stuff in YouTube and it doesn't catch up for a second. Then I get like a surge of messages go by. Fox is a big deal. Oh, I don't know about that. The developers who are contacting me are not the AAA developers. Usually they're like tiny little games. So like actually the game that I played the other day, the Chroma Gun. That was one of those scenarios. That's kind of a fun little game. All right, I need to... You know what? I'm going to bring in another duplicant. These guys are working just a little bit too slow for me. I got used to having my own little army of people to do what I want. And as much as it's a pain in the butt to try to control them all, I really got used to them just doing stuff for me every time I told them to do it, like right away. So I'm going to bring in, like at least 2 more. Follow CO2 down to the cold biome and keep the pressure whatever. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I mean, the pressure down here is not bad. It's already CO2 down here. Well, let's do that. I mean, it's going to go down here anyway. There's really no controlling it. So if I head down this way, And then dig over this way. And then we're gonna need some kind of a door to control things here. So we'll just build one of them fancy little door things. Right about there. Put a floor in to there maybe, and then we'll do some. You know what? Actually, so you can plant the stuff in farm tiles, but what I'm finding is then you need to feed it with fertilizer. Whereas if you just use the little planter things, you don't have to fertilize it. So I think I'm just gonna use the planters. It's just easier. Takes less effort on my part, and I'm all about the laziness. Yeah, the Netflix originals are good. I really enjoy House of Cards. What else did I watch? I watched Ozarks too, and that was pretty good. Meaning of Life and something completely different on Canadian Netflix. That's cool. Have to check that out. I haven't watched Monty Python in so long. I used to love the Albatross skit. They did it live at the Hollywood Bowl, where the guy's coming down. He's walking down the rows of seats and stuff, and he's trying to get people to buy Albatross as a snack. Yeah, airlocks would be pretty cool, too. That'd be neat if you could research those. So they step in and it pressurizes to keep the gases out. That would be neat. So they step in, it pauses, does the repressurization, and then the door on the other side opens. That'd be cool. Welcome back again, Stuff and More Stuff. I didn't realize you left. Aside from the fact that you were very quiet. I am suddenly congested. I'm wondering if it's allergies or illness. Better not be illness. I can't afford to get sick. Takes too much time. Okay, these guys are slow. Do my biddings. All right, let's prioritize. Food shortage. Oh no! Oh, so we're getting near 6,000 again. I got it. Let's get all this work done down here. Actually, there's oxalite down here. When I cut into this thing, this oxalite's going to produce more oxygen. Yeah, they've done pretty well with the shows. I mean, I think some of them, I don't know, like, I wonder how they make money when they make a show like that. Because they spend a whole pile of money, but does it actually increase the subscriptions enough to offset the cost of making the show? I mean, I don't know. Because if your subscriber base didn't increase, you just spent money you didn't have to spend. Unless they get something else out of it. I don't know, some sort of funding or something to do it. It beats me. Let's do more research. Let's see. I should probably do insulation research. Since we have a cold biome down bottom there that I'm kind of cutting into, I should probably try to protect the rest of the colony from that super cold. The Ministry of Silly Walks. Or the bird in the cage. I like that one. Don't open the cage door. He'll go foom and then he'll be gone. This bird wouldn't foom if you put 30,000 volts through it. Yeah, I'm sure they do add new subscribers, but I wonder if it like actually cranks up the rate of subscription growth. It's just, I don't know. I'm sure they wouldn't do it if they weren't making money. I'm just very curious about how their whole monetization model works with that. It's kind of interesting. I mean, they increased the price and it's still cheap, so I don't know. What's that? Adapackle? Oh, actually, Stranger Things is one of their unique ones too, right? One of the Netflix originals. Yeah, the Marvel Universe ones are good. I like the Daredevil. That was good. Luke Cage, I was kind of I was a little iffy on. Jessica Jones was well done. You can kill the hatches for food, and you can cook them up. But I like to keep them alive because if you feed them stuff, they poop out coal, and then you can use that for power generation. Mind you, if we get into this geyser over here, we won't need power generation. Maybe that's what I should do now. Let's do that. I don't know if I have the resources to do it, but let's see what happens. Maybe I'll just blow up the whole colony on cycle 20. I'll dig it over here, but first I'm going to build an airlock here. Like so. No, you know what? I'll do it inside this first layer is probably fine. If we build the airlock right in here, then hopefully I can use this to kind of keep things pressurized a bit. You know, I'm going to do a triple airlock. I feel like this is going to be messy if this goes awry, so I'm going to try and do my best to make sure that we minimize the potential damage. Did I like 13 Reasons? I haven't watched it. I'm not going to watch it. That's... Yeah, that one hits too close to home. I'm not watching that. I feel like I've got CO2 trapped here in this corner I'm going to need to dig out. I'm going to build a ladder over here. And then I will hollow all this junk out so I have a little spot that the CO2 can kind of fall down here. And then we'll need some fancy tile flooring, or permeable tile flooring. I still, you know what? I need to find time to make... I need to find time to watch Rick and Morty. Pretty much the only things I've been watching lately are like... well, I watched Ozarks recently, and I find time to watch episodes of The Flash, which I think is done for now, and Game of Thrones, and that's pretty much it. Like after that, I can't find time. I mean, I always feel like I should be recording something if I'm sitting there watching TV. Oh, and I've been watching some Orange is the New Black. Crispy hatch snacks. That's right. You just toss them in the deep fryer and away you go. Yeah, I guess they might. To Chuck's point, they might make money off of product placement within the show. I'm sure that's entirely possible. I am really curious what their model looks like. I'm gonna dig down here because I want to get this this Wheezewort. I don't know that I really need it, but I'm gonna grab it anyway. Oh, you live in the Ozarks. That's pretty cool. This is getting messy down here. Everybody's getting sick. There's all kinds of dirty water. That's the one thing that's not so awesome about the cold biome. Yeah, I enjoy Orange is the New Black. And there's actually another show that I watched that I streamed that's not on Netflix. It's about an Australian women's prison instead. What's it called? I cannot think of the name of it. Oh, it's not going to come to me. Maybe somebody else knows what I'm thinking of, but it's same concept. It's a women's prison, but it's much more gritty than Orange is the New Black is. Orange is the New Black's closer to comedy. When do I want my soul back? I'd like it back now. That'd be great. No complaints about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that show. There's no way that's going on in my house. Wentworth, that's it. Thank you, Wentworth. I enjoy that show. Similar idea, but it's much more gritty instead of like funny. Oh, I thought I had the mesh tile already, but I don't. Where is that in my research table? Where's the mesh tile? Oh, it's over here with the med bay. All right, change plans. Research that. An Expanse? I don't think I've seen Orphan Black or Expanse. What's Expanse about? Now there are 2 ladder gaps. Oh yeah, that's okay. They can jump across those. It won't hurt nothing. It just gives them a little bit of exercise. They like it. The one thing about the overlay, it doesn't delete when you delete comments. Tokyo Ghoul. I have no idea what that is. Come on. When's this thing turning on? 0.8 cycles. All right, so next cycle it'll turn on, I guess. Okay, so we have this all ready down here now. What I don't have is... actually, what I should do is create a bin to store seeds in. I guess probably the best place to do that would be up here, maybe? Oh, maybe not in the sky, though. We don't need a flying bin. There we go. Don't watch Tokyo Ghoul, read it instead. Well, that's true of a lot of things. So many things that they've turned into like a show or a movie are often better in the original written work. Why does Angel of Darkness collect a base of shoes? I don't know. Oh, thanks very much. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I enjoy making them, so I'm happy people like watching them. Manga. There is lots of sneezing. Well, the trouble is I sent them all down here in this cold biome, and I don't think any of them appreciated it. All the hard work I do for them, they didn't appreciate it at all. There's not a lot of air pressure down here. That's not so great. Lots of air pressure up here, though. Bam. Oh, you know what I should do? What I should do is put these things on pressure controls. Because they have those now, so why not use them? Why can't I see? My brain is already going a little fuzzy. If I go like this, then we can put a little pressure switch on here, which I don't have yet. Never mind. I got used to having all my research done. Base of shoes. I totally missed the punchline. Kiss manga. I don't know. Used to work at a comic store. I worked in a toy store when I was teenager, 19, 18. That was kind of cool. Oh, they're keeping people awake when they're sneezing now. So now they're going to have people that don't have a good sleep. That's awesome. Okay, so for power generation, I should probably... Oh, wow. Pinch of pepper. Wow, look at the size of that cavern. That's huge. And the pinch of pepper is growing in chlorine. I feel like that's not really the best growing environment for a plant. I mean, just saying. This is an interesting map. Holy, look at that. I really wish they had I had something to the side that was a little... It's nice to have the gas. The gas guys are right there, but it'd be nice to have a cold biome right there instead. Base of shoes, souls. Oh, but I gotcha. I'm a little slow. Be not so smart. When's my brain not? Oh, I'm insulted. I'm usually very sharp-witted. Thank you very much. Choose a duplicant. All right, we have somebody with... We can have an irritable bowel, someone who's a yokel, or someone who... A narcoleptics with a small bladder. I feel like that's bad. They could fall asleep and pee themselves while they're unconscious. Who wants to join the stream? Do I have a degree? Nope, never finished my degree. I went to school for business. After my first year university, I went to a program for biomedical science as a pre-med course. Hated it. Switched to business. Never finished my degree. Ran out of money. Calvin. All right, let's bring Calvin in. Who do I want to bring in, though? Somebody with an irritable bowel. They take a little longer to do their business. That's actually not that bad. Oh, but he's a runner. I don't want a runner. Let's bring a chef in. Why not? All right, welcome to the colony, Calvin. Print. You can be our chef. I don't even know if we have a chef already, so that may be a good thing. Let's see. Where's our food? Oh, no, that's not consumables. I want jobs. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Where is... Sweet, build, research, art, cook. Oh, we already had a cook. Ah, drat. Oh, well. We got two people that can cook now, I guess. They can share the job work. Up here, I'm going to want to put seeds, but the seeds I wanted here are only the ones I can cook with. So, I guess sleet wheat grain is pretty much the only thing I want to stick up there. I'm going to bring in, like, one more. Wow, Ray. Always with the insults. I have a reputation for being relatively quick-witted. Now that I put my foot in my mouth. Let's throw some batteries down here. We'll start saving up some of that treadmill power. Ba-da-ba-doop. There we go. Just run this straight up the ladder and connect it into the whole works. There we go. This is going to be like the worst power grid setup. I'm not really focused on producing good power. I should have a better power layout. But I think when if we tap into this this geyser over here, then I'll try to focus on how I'm going to distribute the power a little better. Yeah, they're not exactly in a hurry to cook, are they? And I have this set at a priority of 6. And they're still not really focused on cooking. Unless they're just running to get this... Oh, maybe they're just getting materials to cook with. I guess that's it. That was all. Quick-winded. Yeah, that does sound more like it. Thanks very much. No, that's fair. Amongst my friends, if you can't exchange a good barb, then you're just not doing it right. Alright, did I finish? Is that research done? Do I have access to those tiles yet? I don't think I do. Ooh, maybe I do. No, it's not done. Ah. Didn't get my soul the first time, so let's try again. Remember, you have to read the comment or part of it out loud to get your soul back. That seems like a tough deal. How much longer is the stream? That's a good question. I don't even know what time it is. Wow, it's 11:54. We got about 5 minutes left in the stream. I normally wrap up about midnight Eastern time. It is almost midnight. I know. Crazy. Time flies. Time flies when you're destroying a colony. I tell you. You can barely get past cycle 22. You'll get there. It's not that hard once you start to get used to the stuff that you need to build out. Like this colony is already perfectly stabilized. I could make do with the crummy food that I'm making here. I want to switch over to like better food, but I could make do with what I have. Oh, you had duck confit for dinner. That's yummy. I like duck. Congrats, you got your soul back at CrypticFox. Yay, I got my soul back. Does that make me a soul man again? Duck confit. What happened to the beginning colony? It had things that happened that we all agreed we would never speak of again. If I go to Discord after, probably, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if anybody likes to hang out and chat, in the description at the bottom, there should be a link to the Discord server that was set up for the channel. There's a few people that like to pop in there regularly, and I pop in there myself as well, so it's a good place to kind of connect. And then there's also people there that if you like to play multiplayer games, there's a chance you can kind of ask other people what they're up to and connect that way. I think a few people have played some Don't Starve together off of connecting on the Discord, which is cool. Ray ate all the food. What? What you talking about, Willis? I don't think so. I don't think we have any binge eaters in our colony this time. Maybe last time. Tuna's nasty. Oh, I like tuna. Tuna. Terrible stream. That's right. That's right, Kazi. It always is. Darn that Kazi. You know what? You know what's really terrible though? Somebody just got a brand new computer and all his headset stuff and all these things, and he has yet to do a video or a stream. Just saying. Yeah, thanks for the address. Ah, that Caitlin, she's out to injure me because I may or may not have let her duplicant die. And I may or may not have laughed about it. Alright, I'm going to prioritize this so that I can dig this out. Dig this out for me, folks. Dig, dig, dig. Then get all this dug out. Then I'm going to do some of the tile that let liquids and stuff pass through so we won't get any of that polluted water kind of collecting up here. Don't have the skills. You got the skills. It wasn't murder. It was more like genocide. See, look at that. See? Sam's got it. You've already got 16 subscribers and you haven't even started yet. You're already doing better than me. Oh, we just left Ray and Quinn sleeping here in the little ice biome with carbon dioxide to keep them company. I may have made a small little error in judgment here. Let's build this at a top priority, shall we? Oh, geez, we didn't even need to build it. Cancel. Save themselves. I didn't even have to do the work. I wouldn't mind the Chroma Thing live stream. We can help you break the puzzles. That would be interesting. Maybe when if we get a little farther into the game, if the puzzles get a little bit more challenging. Because as it stands right now, it doesn't really take that long to solve them. So I think it would be interesting to see what that's all about. I've only just started playing the game, so I'm still kind of figuring out what kind of a challenge it might represent. Oh, are you kidding me? Calvin just jumped up top there, even though he didn't have to. Dig it out. Take the plunge. And then over here in, where are those? Not in there. Yeah, they are. Mesh towel. That's what I want. I'm going to do a mesh towel floor all the way across here. And someone's going to get their head stuck in it, because that's what they do every time. Yeah, the tricky part about doing a game like that is that people break the puzzle when I don't want them to. Sometimes I want to think about it. I like brain teasers. What do you call a guy who tunes a guitar like heavy metal? A tuner. Ha! He's a guitar tuner. So bad. Let's do some power prep stuff. I'm going to need an oxygen room at some point, so I suppose I should do that. Glad you pronounced my name correctly. Well, Calvin's not that hard to pronounce. Ha. Mealwood. Yeah, I haven't built any mealwood yet, or set up any farms for that. I meant to, and then I got distracted when I was worried about the air pressures. The air pressures. The air pressures were no good. Where is my food? Oh, I think I ran out of metal. That's interesting. I should probably have them dig up this stuff then, because there's a whole lot of copper here I can snag. And then in our food area, I can make farm tiles, but I can't make the other ones because I don't have metal. Where's the glue? Uh-oh, the clock is empty. You are correct. Kind of running down here. When this cycle ends, I'm going to call a wrap to the stream. This colony's off to a good start, I think. This one won't present any challenges, really, because with only like 7 or 8 duplicates, well, 7 right now. Ooh, half a cycle. Into the duplicate soon. With like 8 duplicants, it's ultimately really easy to manage at this point. I'm looking forward to the challenge that will come into trying to manage the diseases and stuff, and all the sicknesses and illnesses. There's some cool stuff they're adding to the game next week, and I'm really anxious to get my hands on it and play with it, because some of it looks like it's going to be fun. It'll kind of change the game around a bit, so that some of the things are done a little bit differently, add some new challenges, some new stuff to figure out. I like figuring the stuff out in games like this. That's why I really enjoy that. Jump in the box and get some building done in Conan. Well, I want to do some recording in Conan. If we just build everything ahead of time, then I haven't got anything to record. I guess we could do little adventures and stuff, which would be good, because I want to go into some of the spider caves in Conan and beat up some spiders and stuff. Find a boss to fight. That'd be cool. But I am going to call it a wrap for tonight. We've hit that midnight hour Eastern time. Thank you to everyone who came out to follow along with the stream. Thank you to Robert again for the super chat. That's awesome. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel and you're on YouTube, then it'd be great if you click subscribe. You can follow along with all the other streams we do. I normally stream twice a week, usually around on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But then every now and then I also throw in other days if there's a different game I want to play or something I want to do, and I just get the urge to stream. Otherwise, it's normally pre-recorded videos that I put out. If you're on Twitch, then certainly you can click on the follow, and you'll get the notifications when I stream there as well. But thank you to everyone for watching the stream. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.